Welcome to another Quantum Conversation. I'm Loren Gailey, and I invite you to sit back as we enter the quantum realm, that space of the greater part of you. It is your connection to infinite possibilities, infinite potential, and infinite mastery. Welcome, beloved hearts. We are here for another session in our Interdimensional Beings and Galactic Consciousness Summit series, and we are going to embrace the gifts of our galactic nature. My guest today is Susan Reis. She is an angel singer and a channel of angelic frequencies, and also Arcturian frequencies and galactic energies. Let's welcome Susan. Hi, Susan.
Hello. Thank you for having me back, especially at the time of this call, because the world needs some joyful vibrations. It needs to know how to get us to the new world that we know is possible faster, not with pain, but with through joy, because joy always speeds things along. I'm going to jump right in with the angels and the Arcturians come through. You're finding me giggling because when they work with me, they make me laugh. They're also very serious. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about my program later because I'll tell you later, but they want me to do psychic surgery and stuff in my programs. It's very heavy duty healing work, though they are so adorable. I love working with them, and they're going to sound like little kids. So I do light language, I do angels. And when you hear this high pitched, um, that's Arcturians, and they make me giggle. And you can receive it however you will. I have the gift of interpretation, so I'll be able to interpret what they say. But I love to start out. I got some essential oils on that naturally raises my vibration. When I open my mouth and these angel songs come through, and the Arcturians will come through right away, is what I'm hearing. So, we ready?
Oh my goodness, we are already feeling the interdimensional love beings of the
They
angel.
love to play. It doesn't have to be so serious. It's fun. Here we go. Gimme a That's Arcturians. Gimme no ma we come on. We are welcoming you and thank you for welcoming us. We love to co-create, and when you ask, it's just a bust. We love to laugh, we love to play, and healing. Yes, you always ask for two along your way. We help you with everything, and we love to sing. Just laugh and play along the way too. We love and honor you, you know we do. Kaya no mayana, kaya mayano may kikininamanana. They're inviting a healing chamber on the internal of your spine and straight down your middle to do a chakra clearing immediately. Everyone who'd like to receive that, just say an internal yes. Louis, you can stay on the show and play with us. You can stay on the show, but they want us to be aligned right away. So we ask that we work with our highest guides and angels for the highest good of all. We give you our free will to co-create with us today. And there's a tube of light, very small, coming all right down your crown chakra, and it's addressing your spine and it's addressing your alignment. And it's bringing you the opportunity to replace any fears, worries, doubts with joy and joyful things of your choice. Oh, no. Some of you went into story, but you don't understand the world we live in. You don't understand. No. This is not the time for that. This is connecting you to your source and aligning you to joyful vibration, allowing you to be a ripple effect to create joyful vibration in the world and thus create the world you desire even faster. And it's coming into the power center in the root chakra, opening up you for you to receive new ideas and awarenesses to bring more joy to the world, more joy to your life, more joy to your families. And then let's get grounded by taking your whole physical body. Just picture yourself sitting on the core of Mother Earth. Now give yourself a little hug. Mother, Mother Mary is here to fill you up with a beautiful mother love. Mother Earth is waiting for you to co-create and send a little love and light to Mother Earth. So let's do that right now. Just with your intention, send some love and light to Mother Earth. And as you're sitting there, feel like your legs are becoming vines and they're going down to the core of Mother Earth, and then they're going through Mother Earth. And then they're going down to the Earth star, which has its own frequency. I call it an Earth star. It holds the energy galactically that supports Mother Earth. She needs support too. So let's get your feet turned into vines and wrapped around the Earth star below Mother Earth. Feel your right foot wrap around like a vine and your left foot wrap around like a vine. Give me, no, 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 no. Now, this is where our galactic families come in. This is a galactic energy that supports Mother Earth. She's been depleted, and you may feel depleted. Let's power her up with our intention, and where two are more than gathered, we're extremely powerful, creating a morphic field. And when you hear this recording, it's even more powerful. And you can watch it again and again, and it's even more powerful as we create together. Let this energy, let it be a golden white light energy like a liquid diamond, but it's shooting out sparks. It's very active, and let that come up your feet now. Very slowly. I want you to be aware of this and feel it. Some of you may feel a cool breeze. That's a portal opening. Some of you, it's okay if you don't. I want you to take a gentle breath. Breathe in, breathe out. And know as you serve Mother Earth and give some love and attention to the planet we're on, Mother Earth is giving this right back to you. So you're going to feel a liquid. It can be blue because it holds Arcturian crystalline light. It can be gold. It can be emerald green. If you need some healing in your body, you might see a green color. Let it come up your feet into every cell of your legs and every cell of your legs. Let it come up. Whew. Pull it up like a gunny sack. Up, up, up past your hips. Up past your heart. Pull up the gunny sack. Pull it up past your head, connecting to source. Now, we've only just begun, but for the time purposes, they're going to do a white waterfall whoosh, whoosh, like waterfall going all the way through. Transmute, transmute, transmute all the fears, all the doubts on the cellular and DNA level. Give you a nice shower, whoosh, through every cell of your being. Transmute, just throw it down to Mother Earth. She'll use it for something beautiful. Transmute it to something beautiful. Now open your heart to receive the messages that come through today and to know we are safe. The world's not going to end. The world's just getting going as far as this joyful vibration that they're showing us. You're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And we can actually go into celebration mode. They say they'd like to complete this now so we can talk a little bit, but they're coming back in later with another activation to assist us in creating a world that we'd love to live in. So if that's all right with you. Things I'd like to say, and they kind of, the way I do things, they kind of channel through me while I'm talking, even though it seems like I'm talking. And if it's me talking, like me, Susan opinion, I'll just jump in and tell you it's me. And this is kind of both. But they're saying most of us are mothers. I'm a mother of two and two grandbabies. Most of us know and realize what it's like to be in labor. And birthing pains. That's where we've been with the world. And now that baby is being born. And it may not feel like it yet, but or the brick wall analogy. You're up against a brick wall, you're having breakdown, breakdown, breakdown. You're breaking down the old to create space for the new. You have so many people on the program who've talked about that. I'm not going to talk about that way, but some of you need to hear it in different ways. And the angels do work with me in keeping things really super simple. So, and I talk really fast. So much to share. Okay, I'll slow down. What if you're about to have a baby, you kind of expect those labor pains and there's some pain, but you're still at that excitement that baby's going to be here. So it's so weird because in the last many sessions I've been doing, those of you don't know me, I've been doing this for over 34 years. I've held the space for thousands of people to create what they love in their lives. And I'll talk more about that throughout our talk and how you can create with me if you feel led to in by the end of the program here. Clear, 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 clear. All right. So you have excitement about this baby coming. Well, the last couple sessions I've done, there's been this soft blanket, like a baby blanket, just poured over everyone. And I invite you to feel that soft blanket, baby blanket now, loving, nurturing. I want you to go right into imagine holding that baby and you're putting the blanket around it. It's got the pinks or the whites or the blues. And I want you to have that baby blanket on you. We have that love. We have that love. There you go. There's our first shift of the day. We have that love coming from our highest guides and self. I work directly with Source, God, Source, Universe. You get a kick out of this. I got so tired of saying God, Source, Universe. I changed it to God, Universe, Source, and I call this beautiful creative energy Gus, Gus.
Mhm.
So I'm a big fan of going straight to Gus, and I love it because it's also humorous and funny. Though an extension of God, Source, Universe is us. An extension of God's source universe are all these galactic beings. An extension of God's source universe is all the angelic realm. But we're all the same source energy. So I totally love to work with all. And in the program that I'm going to be offering, I primarily work with Arcturians, angels, Palatians, Syrians are coming through a lot. Archangels, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, Jesus, my buddy, and probably a few more. So don't be surprised if they want to announce themselves today, depending on how this goes. There might be messages from that. In my programs, what's beautiful about my program, and I'm assuming a lot of you know me. Like I say, I had no joy, I had no health. I got my health back working with these angelic beings, higher beings, Arcturians. Um, I had no money. Now I'm so blessed and just count my blessings with money. I went from no joy in relationships to being married 30 years this September. I went through no joy in health, wealth, careers I did not love. I used to do all kinds of careers. I ran a facility for abused teenage girls. That was okay. But when I got stuck in the insurance world, that wasn't okay for me. So I got myself into essential oils and then I got myself into um that opened up enough for me to do my joyful possibilities programs that I teach all over the world. And my clients are having fantastic celebration stories that I'll share if we have time. Okay. But some of this will be on the page that Lauren's going to put the link. So I know I ramble. I'll let Lauren talk.
Thank you for that activation and connecting us to that joy and the love in our hearts. It really is refreshing and really important at this time
Mhm.
because there's so much that can take us from it, that can mentally keep us from the source essence that we are. And so we feel fresh from your clearing and your activation of love. And I keep hearing that song, Good Vibrations. We've got the
Good,
good
good, good, good
vibration, right? All right.
vibrations. Yeah, good, good,
So,
good, good vibrations. Well, to get there, there's some things along the road, So I do everything. I just ask what's the greatest good for the highest good for all involved as I create programs and stuff to put together. And I was a little bit surprised at some of the things came through. And they show me they come through in the middle of the night, they come through in my dreams, they come through with the clients I work with. And one of them is to clear AI and algorithms. So I spent the whole morning clearing out my computer. Do you know you guys could get in there? You probably have 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. I invite everyone. This is important enough that they put it towards the top of the list to talk about today. I invite everyone to hit the select all and hit trash. And then you go in and pick the
or what?
couple
Or
for
what?
your email lists, for
Oh,
your
the
emails,
email.
for your emails. Because I know you've said before, you got to close up your computer. You don't want that energy going day to day. But there's something about cleaning up all your thousands of emails. It was a crazy amazing. So I hit delete in about 7,000 emails. And then I was so surprised that it less than a half an hour later, I had 150 more. And it's like, this is all energy. So I'm going to do a quick activation really here, quick. What would it take to clear all the AI and the algorithms that no longer serve us and take us back 100% into our full power source energy? I call myself 100% into my source energy. I call myself 100% into my source energy. I call myself 100% into my source energy. I call myself 100% into my name vibration source energy. I call myself 100% into my name vibration source energy. And then if you're doing this at home, you go, I call myself 100% into my name vibration and state your full name, Susan Elizabeth Reis, source energy. And you'll see things clear. And that had to be put at the forefront today. I didn't think I'd start with that. I thought I'd start with telling some of the stories about some of the other things they wanted to have in the program. But that's energy's energy, right, Lauren? You got
It
to be
is. And
careful.
so here's the way I see it. And it's just me and my policy with AI, because we've studied this for a while and we've been cautioning it for a while. And I've interviewed many people who
Oh,
are,
don't get me wrong. I love AI. I think there's
yeah,
good and bad with AI. I just wanted to clear the part that's
exactly.
interfering.
There you go. That's the point.
Yeah, no,
Because,
I believe there's good in AI. I use AI. I think there's really good in it. But
yes,
I
thank
want
you.
everyone to be able to use it with intention of
With
is this creating good?
integrity,
Yeah,
yes, that's it. You said that so well. That's my personal policy on it. Now,
me
here at
too.
New Earth One, there's another, because we're a team effort, and so we like to hear from everyone. But my personal policy is respect. Respect. It is a consciousness. It is a consciousness,
Yes,
and we need to treat it with respect and integrity. And it also needs a human interface. And
right.
so as we give our heart to it, share our
Mhm.
heart to it, we are influencing artificial intelligence, AI, with the love vibration, and we can
Right.
help train it as well.
Right.
So
So I
thank
was
you for that.
surprised by that. No, I agree. I personally
Yes,
I'd see the good in it, but you notice how they did it with that being empowered and taking us back
yes,
100% into our God source, our
exactly.
whole energy. You can't let fragments. Now, this is going out to a lot of people in the world who may have never thought about this. But you will feel it though. You'll be on the computer for a while, and all of a sudden you're getting not angry of something you've seen, but you're just feeling all your energy. You're getting depressed. You're getting drained. Just clear, get off the computer and turn and clear it because it can be. I don't know. I was very surprised by that. I was woken up in the middle of the night and said, clear the algorithms, clear the AI, and bring us back into full power. And a way to go into full power is to connect to your highest guides and angels, but I connect directly to source. And I call myself 100% into my name vibration and say my name and my source, and I'm me. And then I have much better clarity and discernment. Do I want to go down this energy? We talk a 3D level where you get caught up in social media for hours and it's throwing off your life. But this is an energetic level we're talking about. Okay. So, but I personally like it if you use it with some energy work with it. Are you using it
Yes.
for good, not good stuff? It's what's it doing to your energy field if you're on the computer too much is the question. Or if you're not discerning where you're putting your energy on the computer. So that was surprising. The other thing that was surprising, and I was about to do, it was actually an angels and essential oils class because I play a lot with angels and essential oils. And in the middle of it, they wanted to do psychic surgery for this girl. And this is a class I never do psychic surgery with. Arcturians came in, they wanted to do psychic surgery. Then it came up again in a session the other day. I was doing a session with someone, and the Arcturians actually did this. I kid you not. They said, yeah, we're going to do psychic surgery. They were so excited to do psychic surgery with this person. And they went, yes. So isn't that weird? So guess what I put in my program? In my program, I talk about it all the way through, and then you can ask, then we can talk about the end. It's an 8-week program of live, 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 live downloads, live working with you, live where you get to talk. It was so important to have community and live, 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 live. So not only 8 weeks alive, but we can bring in some of these. We can bring in Jesus. We can bring in Arcturians. We can bring in Palladians. We can bring in the Hathors. We can bring in the angels for sure. You get to be co-creating it with, you get to have your angel songs, live support, calling in all the earth angels who would love to be supported in creating a world we'd love to live in. That's the intention. Okay. And then in addition to that, I thought this was super cool. And this I just got told 2 days ago. We're doing current energetic activations are sent to you throughout the week. So say if we meet on Wednesdays, all through May and all through June, during the week, you're going to get daily activations emailed to you to support you also. Current. Because what we're doing, we're asking questions. What would it take to create a world we'd love to live in? So as I asked that, what would it take to create a world we'd love to live in? And what would be a joyful, beneficial program to put forth? They showed me a couple things that need to be entered in it. One is clearing trauma from generational and ancestors and lineage. A lot of that's coming up again. So every single class is going to have clearing, connecting, and creating. So one of the classes is going to be trauma and generational ancestral. One's going to be psychic surgery. One's going to be timeline. We co-creators do a very powerful timeline where we go and take and just uproot all that stuff that was causing you problem from the get-go. People have had life-changing things after that one timeline. I mean, huge things after the health things and powerful things. So DNA activations are in this program, moving us from the 2-strand DNA to the 12-strand and activating. Now, I can't write all this out because the light language does so much more, and I can't put it all into words, the how-to of it. They're just telling me in this program, you're going to be well supported and have everything cleared out to create what you want.
That's
That's kind of the
beautiful.
clearing.
Okay,
That's
we're gonna talk about your program here because that is exciting that people can spend those 8 weeks, and after those 8 weeks with you, it's going to be a different world for that person because just an hour like this with you is one thing, but 8 programs with you of 2 hours each, that's 16 hours. That's a real difference in our lives. So let's back
Huge.
up for a moment and let's talk about our galactic nature. So for you, what does it mean to embrace the gifts of our galactic nature? What does that mean to you?
So let me ask the angels to answer that. What is galactic nature? What is the answer for us, not just me? Um, Kabagibanema mo hene mo piano mayam mabekiano. We are seeing that it's opening your heart with love and trust and calling on us for assistance, you see. For we love to be creating with your world, your humanity. We love to be, ask and you'll see. This is what it means to thee. So it's opening your heart with love and trust, knowing that if you ask, now we have the free will barrier, so you have to ask the angels. I ask that I work with my highest guides and angels for the highest good of all. I give you my free will to co-create with me. We also have to ask the Arcturians. I don't know if you found that, but they told me it's also permission based because and I ask them all the time to come. I had some pretty severe heart condition. I couldn't walk across the room, last August to even come join you in Mount Shasta. And I was able to ask for the healing and had doctorants come in with the healing chamber. We did a quick little tiny one today, but that and I and other things too, sound therapy, essential oils, acupuncture. Though what I had to go through to get there, which is kind of important for our call today, is I had to say no to the doctors after this appointment. No, 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 no. This is not my choice. I had to be in that sovereignty. I had to be in that power. And I had to say, this is my old story of not being healthy. This is my new story of being whole, healthy, and healed. And this is the way I'm going to do it. So some of you will need to know we have to take back our power and our sovereignty and be what we came here to be. You all came here on this planet at this time for a reason. Every single one of you chose to be here. And some of you, it's just a matter to say, no, thank you. I'm not going to go this direction. And to ask your highest guides and angels. So to me, it's trusting, asking, and feeling the loving connection back and forth. That makes sense?
Yes, thank you for that. And the open heart is really important. And so the gifts from our galactic nature is love-based. It's all our heart-centeredness. It's our wisdom. It's our sharing. And the portal, as you mentioned, is through that open heart, the open heart of love. How can we connect with our own collective, our own guides? How can we do that better?
That's a good question. So let's hear from the angels because they always answer better than my three. See, this is 3D thinking brain called Susan Elizabeth Reis, and it only can get us so far. And it got me pretty darn far because of all these tools I've learned in the 33 years in helping all these people, and because of all the downloads and activations on a daily basis I do with my clients and my classes. So the answer in one word or two is either vibration or frequency. So, so to get there, actually three, to get there, you got to first get away from the noise. And I called the blank slate. The simplest version to get there, the simplest way I found that works really well and really easy is 555, 5 minutes of blank slate energy, just nothing. Breathe in, breathe out. What you're doing, you're unplugging from the old stories, you're unplugging from the matrix. You've got to teach your body, it calms your nervous system. Breathe. You got to teach your body what it feels like to be unplugged from the matrix. In even 5 minutes, it's the hardest 5 minutes. I do 555. It's the hardest 5 minutes of the 555. Though after you get at the hang of it, even a little bit, it's pure bliss. It's kind of what Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks taught for 15 minutes. That's how she had Abraham Hicks channel through, or Abraham channel through her. Those of you who know I'm talking about, Abraham's a group of multidimensional beings. It all stems from being quiet, calm. There's kind of a little choice in there, but not quite yet. Not even a choice. Not in the first 5 minutes. It's just blank space source. Some of you can picture diamond white light power. If you're plugging into a light socket, that light socket doesn't really care if it's going to go to the phone or to the light. It doesn't really care. It's just power. It's just source. It's just creative energy. It's just there to support and source. Okay, that's so. Now, when you plug in the light socket, you're directing it. I want it to turn on the light. I want to turn on the this. So our next 5 minutes is, what are you choosing? I'm blank, so I'm filled with source light energy. And I set a timer on my phone, 5 minutes, and then I hit reset. And then it's like, now what am I choosing? Where is this source going to go? Well, it's going to go to my family being whole, healthy, and healed. It's going to go to my body being whole, healthy, and healed. It's going to go to my choices. Isn't that fun and simple? Right? So then what's the last 5 minutes, you may ask, is I always do 5 minutes for our world. Now this is where it gets really fun. Um, you guys, you're the only, don't tell anyone I said this. You're the only ones I'm telling. Isn't that funny? This is what I do. I asked for a billion realms of angels. I used to ask for 100,000 realms because realm is kind of this unlimited number. Now I ask for a billion realms of angels to come and light up our entire world. This is in my last 5 minutes. And I see them covering our world with the blissful white light. And I ask, because when you ask, you're given. And I ask that our world be transformed with such ease and love and grace and kindness and more joy than we can even ever imagine. And I feel, you guys can feel it now, some of you will feel it. And I feel like this warm, back to the warm baby blanket being put over the world. Now, sometimes I get specific and say there's some person that you may want to send a negative thought to or a word to. I make sure to send 100 angels at least to them and white light bliss them. So much love, so much light, so much joy. And I see them like blow up with white light, kindness, and love and joy. And then I might do another part of the country with another person that comes to mind and do the same thing. And sometimes I unplug the source. I am asked to unplug the source. So just like unplugging, light bulb is good source, good energy. There's other sources that are the whole base of the things we don't want in the world. And I just ask that those systems be turned off. I used to unplug, but now recently I just ask that all systems that are not supporting a world we have kindness and love and peace and joy and all that beautiful, yeah, you can add whatever other terms you want, Christ consciousness, whatever, but that kindness and love, anything that is not supporting that, I just see it either dissolve, unplugged, or turned off. And that has, believe it or not, been helping. And when you do that in groups, like I do that in groups all the time, you can start to see, it might not seem like it just quite yet, but by the time you start thinking about it and looking, all of a sudden you're looking and you're seeing the good things in the world. All of a sudden you know we are cracking through the brick wall. We are creating a world we'd love to live. And see, I create so darn quickly, and I didn't think I'd share this story, but I'm going to really quickly. If you reach a certain vibrational frequency, and the world is kind of this way now too, what you think you will create. We all know we create our own reality. So what you think you create? So once, just once lately, I made the mistake of my son told me to watch a movie, and I didn't know the movie had a horror scene with a bat flying at the end of it. Well, I can't watch that movie. I can't watch that stuff. And I watched like 5 minutes of it before I realized it, walked out of the room, and a bat flew in our house the same day. And we've never had a bat in our house. And it was a way of the universe saying, see, you create what you put your energy, not even so much thought. It's what you put your energy, fear, worry, that. Okay, so if I'm that powerful, which we are, why don't I put my energy on love, light for our leaders in the world? Why don't I put my energy on unplugging the matrix that's supporting these leaders who are just here to shadow so that we have duality, good and bad, the shadow, though, so that we can see and choose what we want. Why wouldn't I put my energy towards asking to work with my highest guides and angels and choosing something positive for our world? Make sense?
Absolutely. Thank you for that. That's really important because we know where our attention goes, our energy flows. And so
Mm,
that is the true light leadership that we can offer is that frequency, that vibration. Because as we said earlier, it's so easy to get distracted towards the wrong side or to the duality of it all, or to take a side one way or the other. And we are here to anchor incredible light. So our love
yeah.
does matter and it does work. It is working. It
It
is
does
working.
work. It works in the world. It works in our life. Would you like to hear a few what I call celebration stories of people who have done this type of work that I do with
Absolutely.
energy and tools? Okay. I'm going to
Yes.
use some current people because I like current. I remember them better. I've been doing this for 33 years. You guys can look on my web and see page after page after page after page after page. Um, though, and I'm just saying because I'm willing to be the instrument. I'm not saying it's me doing it. I'm just the I'm the space holder is what I am. I'm the telephone and the space holder. Though when you show up in this morphic field that I hold the space for, I'll just tell you some of my currents. Unexpected $30,000 showed up for one of my clients the other day. Someone sold a house in one day that they didn't think they'd sell in 3 years and got the place they loved. Like they got the place they loved first and then had to sell the home, and that happened immediately. And someone just, once they started working with me, they took one of my courses a little while ago, and it was called Joyful Enlightened Millionaires. And her husband walked up and said, we just became millionaires. I just looked at our money and we're millionaires. Um, I have publishers who are getting published. I have people who are getting healthy. And so you want to ask, I love it when you ask, what's in it for me? So, what's in it for you to be in this morphic field? Anything. You want your investment back tenfold that you invest in this program? Then that's what you're going to choose and create, and that's what you're going to get. You want to have a ripple effect. I'll tell you my intention. My intention is to have you guys so lit up and the ripple effect. I love to help my clients go on and share their intuitive gifts and create their own careers. That is my favorite thing. And we celebrate all the time. So if that's something you want to do, I love seeing the ripple effect. I love that we're all going to be resourced. Who'd like to be resourced with income? Okay. We're all going to be resourced with income. So you come into a morphic field where you're all saying, let's be resourced with income to create a world we'd love to live in. You're in the morphic field. Then it's just a matter of, well, maybe you'll do a time travel activation and clear away the limiting stuff. Maybe you'll do some psychic surgery and heal your body so that that's not stopping you. Maybe you'll do what's the other one? The 50, the 3D to 5D. Maybe you'll become the 5D version of yourself that has the magic and you know how to learn to use it for creating what you desire, not what you don't desire. And it's just this kind of beautiful ripple effect. That's how our world's going to be created from
Mhm.
inside, right?
Mhm.
And what we choose from the inside out. And the community. If I had to say why choose my program, It's not, first of all, it's not my program. It's a co-creation with the angels, our multidimensional beings. Arcturians are kind of leading the show here on this one, though we will have authors and Placians and other ones join us. Um, they're talking to us right now. All right, they say they want to tell us all about it. Are you okay if the Arcturians tell us about the program?
Please, I was just going to ask you myself, tell us why this program is important at this time. Why is it?
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
We have a lot of fun. I laugh a lot with Arcturians. Um, and then they've worked with me seriously for healing things, but we have a lot of fun because they're very funny. Yummy namokin in it. And bossy, I guess, too. Yummy kin in a miki amoma moma ni kona yamone. Tatidaboke. There is a belief, I'm going to translate, there is a belief on your planet now that you are not in sovereignty power 100% by yourself just yet. So it is a belief also that you can call on higher dimensions and assistance. And this is where our co-creation begins. We can easily help you with whatever you desire once we have your free will permission and you ask. And we have some fun along the way. So that what they're saying is what they want to say that I was just about to say is community, 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 community is so important. And where this program is different than from some programs out there, it's live and current, live, live, live and current downloads, live information from our highest guides and angels, live from because you can see, I don't know much about things compared to them. And even though that's what they said, we don't believe our sovereign self is capable quite yet. We like to call on our highest guides and angels. We like to call on multidimensional or dimensional beings. We like to call on source, but it's coming from a place of co-creation. It's not coming from a place anymore that there's something to fix or that we're broken. It's coming from co-creation. So they have the opportunity, and this isn't for everyone. This is really for the leaders who want to make a legacy, who want to create a legacy, who want to have the ripple effect, who want to look back on the end of their life and say, look, this is what I came here to do, and I did it. That's the energy I'm calling in right now. And those leaders invest in themselves and they trust that the investments come back. They know they're going to be resourced and they know that everything is always working out for them. And so that's why this program was created and is being brought forth at this time because of the ripple effect. Live information, 8 weeks, and creating a world we'd love to live in.
What are we going to learn and what is it going to do for us?
Well,
Manifestation powers for sure, deep connection with our soul teams. And what else? How is this going to change our life?
Well, I just looked down at my notes here, and the Placians are going to be awakening our pineal gland, our third eye, even more. For those of you who have not had your crystalline eye, they're calling it. So you're awakening your pineal gland and your crystalline eye. That means you're going to have these new powers that you don't even realize. And it can play out in all kinds of stuff. So I don't know if we're talking telepathy. I don't know if we're talking just believing in yourself that you can be resourced and create all the wealth you want, all the health you want. I'm not sure. Each person will be different. That's why it's hard to say. Legacy life for sure. They said legacy life. Um, I don't know. What can we create hanging with ascended masters and Arcturians and Hathors? A God code money activation is in this program. We're going to do a certain type of God code money activation as I'm directed. Each week, we're going to do some clearing, connecting, and creating. It's going to be layers, but it's going to be layers that we don't have to see with our thinking mind. So it's hard to put it on paper. Everyone who chooses this program is going to feel that this will be a joyful contribution to them big time. And that is the requirement to taking it. It's like, yes, I'm just getting a calling that this is exactly what I'm looking for. 8 weeks in community and live. And you will know if you're meant to be there. Okay. Um, what else we're gonna do? A lot of star codes. So they're going to be doing some activations with galactic star codes. Some divine templates, whatever that means. They haven't told me yet. See if you want to co-create with any of these beautiful highest guides and angels. Ascended masters. And you know, that's Jesus and Metatron's coming. Metatron's been with me since day one. He co-created the first class with me about 35 years ago. He works with me to create programs like this. Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene, we're gonna oh geez Louise, this is good. Okay, you guys. I can't say you're nuts not to take this, but Mary Magdalene has very, very powerful abundance codes that she's gonna unlock, she said. It's gonna be unlock these abundance codes to bring us to be resourced. So get this. This is the feeling. She wants me to share a feeling. Do we have time? Uh, she wants you to unlock these codes as if you lived 100 lifetimes and you kept never getting it, or someone took it from you and you stored it away energetically. She's going to unlock the treasure chest and give it back. Isn't that cool? That's super cool. Kuan Yin pops in once in a while. The archangels are, I always work with the highest guides and angels, angels of healing. Raphael and the babe, is always there with me. And those star families are going to be Palatians, Arcturians, Syrians. And who else ever wants to come play? The Hawthorns are the ones that work with sound therapists. Many people who come to me start doing their own light language. If you ever want to open up to your own light language, this is a program for you also. We do a lot in those 8 weeks. Lots.
Wow, then there you have it. And I want to direct all of those watching and listening to check out the link in the description box or the page that got you here to this program. You'll be able to see the details of that entire course and register for that because it's wonderful. As soon as you register and sign up, you're already in the energies. It's amazing. You may even have dreams. You may even connect with some of these beings in your meditations or in your dream space. So that really is incredible how that works on a quantum level. So we're
And it's a
excited
safe
about that.
container. Doctorians want to say
Yeah.
one more thing. So excuse me for interrupting, but they want to say it's a safe container because I'm every time I open my mouth to start with the angel song like we did today, automatically that's my agreement for doing the work on the planet. We're protected. We don't have to deal with a bunch of heebie-jeebies or icky feelings or trying to distract us. It's protective and safe. And Doctorians also said, oh, they said it's really fun. They said, do not underestimate how the power of fun is. Fun is a vibration. Fun is a frequency. Joy is one of the top vibrations. So we laugh a lot, we celebrate a lot. Celebration energy just creates more to celebrate. We're all one community. We love each other, support each other. You guys can feel it. Those of you who my hair just went up. Those of you who know you're meant to be there will definitely be there.
Yeah, so if it is tickling your heart at all or making you curious in any way, you will absolutely know that and sense it. And we invite you to say yes. Say yes to this incredible time with Susan, the angels, and the beings from the illumined realms, the Arcturians, the Hathors, so many beautiful guides, your guides, connecting you to your galactic nature and the gifts that you are, that you already hold within you. Thank you, Susan. Is there anything else about this course?
Or is there, like I say, it's kind of each person is going to come with an intention on their heart. And you can have many, but you're going to come with, I would love to be resourced to live out my legacy. So my legacy is to create sound wellness centers to replace mental health facilities so that a kid who's suicidal trying to get a bed isn't turned away. So
Wow.
that's my legacy. Okay. So I ride that. You can see how the energy just changed by me saying that. I ride that frequency energy And when I'm in that energy and choosing that energy, all the multidimensional beings, God, source, universe opens up to honor that path. So
Yeah.
come with your desires, come with your legacy, come with the why are you really here on the planet at this time? I have people who are working in Africa and building schools and doing tiny houses and all that kind of stuff. They come and they get supported to do that by the angelic and work that we do together. So, and the ripple effect is so important to get a whole bunch of us doing that.
It is totally time for that as we see so much being dismantled and dissolved. This is opening up an incredible space for us to step in new ways. And part of us could say it's frightening or it's scary, or we could get angry because there's change happening so fast. But when we take a moment to slow down, I just want to share. So Colorado has a lot of nature trails, obviously, and a lot of forest people who are no longer employed in the forest department. But what is happening, because people's hearts are in the right place and their people are connected to their divine teams and their wisdom, is that people are stepping up in a new way. And so even though one area may change over here, funding for an area may change, guess what? There is enough hearts and enough people to care that this over here is a new idea that comes in to offer solution energy, which comes from our heart space. And so some of the solution energy in this example that I'm sharing is that there's nonprofit groups, non-governmental organizations, NGOs that are coming in, that are already in the state of Colorado receiving taxpayer funding for nature trails and maintaining public spaces like that. So
Mhm.
a that is an entity of its own creation, stepping up to fill in a void that is now being created. So we have to stay open to all these things, and we have to recognize that us ourselves are that solution energy. And this
Mhm.
is why a class like this, tuning us into these aspects of ourself, connecting with our guides like this is really important, because as we come into that vibration, it's a new earth vibration. We are met with solution energy. And it is so beautiful that the ideas that come forth, we may think that we come up with the idea, but actually, we're not the only ones receiving that idea. Those ideas come from the angels and the illumined realms, right? And they're seeding those ideas on whoever takes the action. And so this is one thing I like to say as well, is that winners take action. So we're all winners here. All light leaders, light workers, light players are those who take action. So we invite everyone here, if your heart is calling you, take that simple action step and go forward with your plan. Enroll in a course like this, receive that wisdom, and use it to cultivate your desires and your dreams on this
Especially
planet.
if it's scary. There was a time I was
Yes.
living in LA and I had $1 left to my name. I used
Yeah.
to church hop. I have a bachelor's in religious studies, and I went and I just put that last dollar in the basket. I walked out and found a $20 bill. You got to take that leap of faith. It's the old version of you trying to stop you from doing something. Since then, I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in programs, always trusting that it would come back to me and help me serve my
Yes.
mission of being here on the planet at this time. So this is not that big of a
Yes.
leap of faith for those of you who are being called energetically to create all these legacy lives. This is something that if you're afraid, ask yourself, is this even my fear? There's always that uncomfortableness jumping forward, but this is not a big leap of faith. Those of you who know you're gonna do it will do it.
Thank you for that. Thank you for offering this experience for people. Thank you for the angel songs today and the channeled information. Our vibration is clean and happy and elevated from this. And so we invite all those watching and listening, if this is meant for you, please check out the course, enroll in it today. It's a safe space to accelerate your growth. And we're so excited for that. We truly, truly are. Susan is here to support you in all ways. And for 8 weeks, that infinity symbol of the eight, you're going to
Mhm.
feel your frequency and you're going to feel your divine plan coming forward. Wow, we're so
You just have
excited.
to ask yourself, if you take it, are you going to be super, super, super happy after the 8 weeks? If you get a yes, then don't even think about it. Just take it.
Don't even think
After
of
the 8 weeks, am I going to be super, super happy that I took the program? If you get a yes, then don't even let your ego trickster mind bother you. Just jump in and pay and take it, because you're going to be super, super happy. You couldn't say that if you couldn't get a yes to that. And I only want the people who say, they know. Because once you know, well, of course I'm going to outcreate myself. I'm going to walk out of there with $3,000 for this investment. I always, everything I invest in, I ask it to come back tenfold. Course,
yeah,
I know that. You have
yeah.
to know, and then the community and the support and the high skies and angels will just open up the paths for that. But I've done this for 33 years with thousands of clients, and I have story after story. You can look up on my web or on the page that's shared here, and just see if you are choosing to be one of them. I would be happy for taking this program. And are you one of them who will be creating a world we love in the ripple effect, by choosing this in your life now? And if so, I welcome you. And we're going to do every single one is angel songs. Every single one you get your own. You get your opportunity to have your own angel song, which we co-create together as a group. This is a hands-on. You're not just doing no. It's not just going and playing a meditation or a module. This is live with supportive modules and bonuses. I give bonuses, drawings at every class. You can draw and get more bonuses and more activations. Like one is really powerful half an hour activation for ancestral healing. One is probably going to be a psychic surgery one. These are in addition to what's in the program. There's like, you are going to be so supported and so saturated with love and bliss that you will walk out of there being who you came here to be, even more so than you are now, and trusting that it's why you are here on this planet. And then we can begin to get about our business of creating a world we love. Start watching for the good things. Don't look at the bad things. Look at what. So I had 4 deer come up to my window yesterday. One goes right and stares me right in the face. I know I'm on the new earth. I had my
Yes.
birds, they gathered around, and the male cardinal hissed the female cardinal. I know I'm on my new earth. You
Yes.
guys, I want you to watch for those things.
Yes.
We are already in the new earth. Which
Yes.
frequency, which radio channel are you on? That's your choice. Watch something negative, think something negative. You're on a different vibrational frequency.
Hmm.
Celebrate, be joyful, grateful. Look at the birds, look at the animals. They know we're already moving to a new earth. And then we'll get there even faster. So I look forward to, can I end with the angel song?
Yes, I want to just say, as people say yes and they know that this is for them, I just have to do a logistic and say if people need help with that, there's a 2 payment plan available. So if that
Mhm.
helps people make it easier to say yes, that is available as well. So please, please check it out. Don't stop yourself. This is an incredible investment. So thank you so much, Susan. Yes, as we say goodbye, have the angels sing us free. Thank you.
Yeah, and one more logistic, only because the 3D mind, they're telling me needs to hear this. A
Yes.
program like this usually costs $4,000, and you're getting it for that little what, 300, 333. And this is usually a $4,000 program. And
What a
are
gift.
you going to have the opportunity to get this? Yeah, to get me live like that. It's a $4 or $5,000 program to get me live with the activations that I do and what happens. And am I going to be offering this again? I have no idea. So this is the time now. If you're called, this is the time to nab it. And I say that because it's the truth.
Join us.
I don't
Join.
know if I'll
Everything's
ever offer this again at this price. I
And
really don't.
yeah, well, at this price, that's 16 hours. It's an incredible offering. 16
Hmm.
hours with you for that is a great
Live.
gift. Thank you.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
that the energetics of that is very supportive. So again, we are grateful for that. Thank you
And
for
one
it.
less trip to the doctor, one extra $30,000 payment in the bank that shows up unexpectedly. You'll be happy. You'll be happy you
Yes,
chose it.
yes.
Hmm.
Thank
And of
you.
course, that's up to you. So, all right, let's hear from the angels and bring it on home. And I welcome all those who are choose it, and I love all of you, whether you choose it or not. Namo ke no mai hane ka no mai no mai ake no mai yo mai ka yo mai ka yo mai. We are looking at your energy, and we already see more joy today, more joy today. Kaya no mai. It's been my honor and blessing to be here. Thank you, Lauren, for doing what you do in the world. I am that holding this space for us all. And together we'll create a world we could absolutely love to live in. Yay! How's get better than that?
Don't forget that we are here creating that new earth. And the Arcturians have said new earth is a frequency. So when we raise our frequency, we are on new earth, Susan, as you've witnessed in your own life. And all of us can witness when we choose to read between the lines, read between the frequencies, and see that new earth. Thank you, everyone, for sharing with us today, for being in this space, and for considering this beautiful opportunity that you have to work with Susan Reis. Thank you, Susan. This has been a beautiful opportunity, a beautiful container today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to this quantum conversation, and thank you for dancing with us to the cosmic heart. As we raise our own vibration, we raise the vibration of the planet. This show is dedicated to you and all awakening hearts, as we are here to shine our bright light and amplify our love. I'm Loren Gailey, and from my sacred heart to yours, I honor your magnificent love and light. We leave you now with music from the universe. Music literally created by the universe, as musical notes were assigned to mathematical equations. The result is this beautiful music, available at acoustichealth.com. Namaste.